Good evening. I'm Mary Joseph. I'm a licensed immigration advisor from AJV Global, connecting today from Facebook, YouTube. I'm going live on Instagram as well to talk about one of the best news we have heard in a very, very long. Yeah, border opening, yes, was very important. Coming in also very, very important. But this is also very important for us purely because it completes the entire purpose of why people would like to migrate to New Zealand, right? Offering more immigration pathways. So while I get started, I'm sure some people will jump in or you all can always go back and look into the video from the beginning. So I'm a licensed immigration advisor with AJV Global. We are a licensed education migration company based out of New Zealand. We are located out of Hamilton, but we do have presence both in Auckland and Christchurch, apart from Auckland. And we have a team of great advisors across the globe, mainly in India, which focus on providing information and services to people who are outside of New Zealand. So today I'm here with some exciting news. First of all, after a very long time, I do these live sessions every categories of resident visas for New Zealand. It also encourages immigrants on to make this country their own because of these policies, because of this particular pathway. So I'm sure you're aware, a lot of you would have heard of the skilled migrant category, which is in short SMC. So SMC was suspended when COVID happened. SMC was suspended in March 2020. Basically suspended as in not processing, but selections of new applications. So we did submit a lot of applications that went into an EOI pool, and it was suspended purely because a lot of offices were shut down and there was immediate focus on COVID response. So we had to take care of the borders, number one. Second, also focus on people who are within the country. So the government had focused a lot on that, and in view of that, last year they had also announced a 2021 resident category visa, which basically supports the people who are already in New Zealand and supported the country during COVID. Now, the SMC, the skill category points based system, which was suspended, is now reopened, and which is an amazing news, because I know for a fact there are a lot of people who have been in New Zealand for 2021 work visas, resident visas for various reasons. Now, some of them were probably because they were on a different category visa, or some of them found a job, say, a few days after the policy was announced, or did not meet some criteria or the other. But now there's nothing to worry. Now we have the SMC, which has come back on the table, and the first selection is going to happen on the 9th of November. So I want to be careful with the details, so that's why I'm referring to the actual notification from Immigration New Zealand. So Immigration New Zealand says the SMC will resume on the 9th of November 2022, which is the first selection of the year since 3 years, since the time it was suspended. That will be the first one, where the points selection will happen at 160 points. If you are qualifying with 160, or who are already in the pool, who have submitted with an EOI with a minimum of 160, minimum, please make note of that, it's minimum, with a minimum points of 160, then you have a good chance to be selected on the 9th of November, which is about under a month from now, under 4 weeks from now. So what becomes important is, if your EOI is not in the pool, if you have not met IELTS, if you don't have a job, or your salary is less, or any of these factors, I would recommend you to talk to us and understand whether you will qualify or not, whether you will be able to apply within this first lot. Because after the 9th November selection, the next one will happen on the third Wednesday of every month. Okay, so if that happens, that means after November, it's only going to be on the 18th of January 2023. So there's no selections in December. It's good because I think it's also Christmas week, so there won't be any selections in December, and it'll be straight in January on the 18th of January. So when the selections happen on 18th of January, if you miss the mark now, that means the next selections you will be only qualifying at 180, not at 160. So please make sure that if you are between, if you're 160 or between 160 and 180, you better put your application in now. Otherwise you won't meet the requirement, and the next one will be at 180, which will obviously cause a world of pain. So that's my request. After 18th, the points have to be obviously 180, and the selections are going to continue until further notice. So what's also on the cards is there is a review happening of the policy itself. Immigration wants to make it more effective and not a long painful process that is right now. So the consultations have started. The industry, the sector, people like us, we've all been asked to contribute and for the proposed changes in the skilled migrant category, right? So so it's going to be only good news, guys. I think every time there's a policy announcement, people get very worried, they get very panicked, thinking, oh, it's going to get more tougher. Please understand, I've been in this industry for 18 straight years, and I've only seen policy getting better, also supportive of migrant immigration. It's never been like, oh, they're doing this because they don't want immigrants in the country. Unfortunately not. So this is also good news. If SMC is opened up, that means it's an additional pathway available also for students coming in to study here, right? So a lot of them ask, okay, I'm not in the green list, I'm not in the exception list of health or hospitality, what are my options? So always, if irrespective of the LTSSL, the skill shortage list in the past, people have always qualified for SMC, and that is because it's points based. And we have noticed a lot of our clients have been able to successfully get residence through the skilled migrant category, right? It's purely because of the way the policy is designed. English qualification, job, it's all based on your employment. So that means going back to what do you say, going back to your course selection is the most important thing, right? A lot of people do not understand that the course selection is where it starts. So if you're looking at study, your most important decision is that, right? So I request you to talk to us when you're taking a decision of coming to New Zealand via the student pathway. Next one is, that's the announcement when it's related to the skilled migrant category. Sorry, my phone locked. Right. Now, if any of you have lodged an EOI before the 9th of May, sorry, if EOI submitted before 9th of May 2022 that are not selected on the 9th of November will not be reselected. That means they'll expire. They will be removed from the pool, right? EOIs submitted on or after 9th May that are not selected within 6 months will expire. So the 6 months rule will also kick in now, because that's what it has always been, right? As I already mentioned, consultation on a simplified SMC system is underway. And a special note that immigration has mentioned is, a lot, as I said, a lot of people have applied for the 2021 resident visa, right? If your decision has not yet come, please do not rush into applying for the skilled migrant category. I Because I understand a lot of people want to be able to uh, try everywhere or try all pathways, but it's not recommended, because 2021 resident visa was the simplest of all, right? If it's taking time, so be it. But please do not rush into applying for SMC. It's going to only cost you more time and money and effort, of course. But it's not recommended. Also remember, it's going to only create more workload for immigration. So my recommendation is, please do not put in another SMC application. Just wait for your 2021 resident visa to be decided on. Yeah. So that's with the skilled migrant category. People who would like to apply for it, also from offshore, are welcome to apply. I know for a fact many of my clients have already applied who are offshore. So we are hoping that these selections will happen. Please do contact us, have a chat with us to see whether you can get into the pool before the 9th of November 2022 to have that chance. I know a lot of people are just on that border, so you don't want to miss your opportunity, right? So the next important category is the parent visa category that has been reopened. Parent visa category has been put on hold, I would say, for a very very long time now. Yeah, and it was reopened, and then again because of COVID it went back into the slope. So the EOIs are that are already in the pool will be looked into for selection. So it's it's a I won't say it's a complicated category. We have not dealt with a lot of parent visas, but I'm pretty confident because the way immigration has designed the whole thing, I'm very confident that it is possible. There is going to be right now EOIs that are already there in the pool will be looked at and will be looked at for selections, and in the future there will be new expression of interest which will be only selected through a ballot system, which will be only 500 EOIs per year, but that will be the first selections will only happen in 2023, right? Because there is a lot of pending. There are about, I think, about 9,000 EOIs already there in the pool. So Immigration New Zealand has promised to clear that lot first. So the quota has been increased from 2,000. Sorry, there was 1,000 parents each year, but now that's gone up to 2,500. So 2,000 will be from the current EOIs that are already in the pool. Only 2,000 visas can be granted every year. And then from the new ballot, 500 applications will be selected. So they will work around a way. I will talk in detail about this another day because I don't want to rush into giving anything a bit premature. So I would ideally want to give this information once I have more clarity, because immigration is rolling out a lot of information on the parent category. So also with both these EOIs, if you feel that your circumstances have changed, if you feel that you're not qualifying at this stage, maybe you might want to have a chat with us so that we can review and tell you, okay? Because there is an option where you can withdraw and you can request for a refund. Yeah, so that's also possible if you feel you do not qualify at this stage. Good. I think that was 12 good, 13 good minutes of me talking about the current policies. I'm going to quickly run through and see if there are any questions coming my way. I know I've spoken this, it is purely SMC, it's an announcement one, but I've come here and I don't mind, answering some of these questions. Sorry, there was someone who said they can't hear me. Is it still the fact? Is that still the same on Facebook? Please do let me know, because I don't know. I don't have any comments on any other platform on that. Okay. Right. So I have a question on YouTube from Chandra Bachu, who says, I did my master's from digital business from Waikato Hamilton. I got an email that my SMC will be picked on the 9th of November. That congratulations, Chandra, and I'm very happy for you. I hope things work out for you and your family. I know how much of a struggle you've had on that one. Yeah. Then there's someone else. So I can't find a name there. It's very coded, I would say. So because of this news, we can consider ourselves. They open EOI, they close EOI a year ago. Sorry, I don't know what you're saying. The other person who had left this comment for me, the hope is that the SMCs will continue, and it will continue to remain open, because SMC has been one of the strongest pathways for people to migrate into New Zealand, both within New Zealand and from offshore. So I'm sure that can be worked out. I've got a few comments. Muskan, I see you pinged me in two places. I've got your message. I've got your message. I've got your ping on Instagram as well. Muskan, I'll connect with you tomorrow. I've got you on my list. We'll have a chat about this. Okay. Yes, IELTS will be a mandatory one for the SMC, as always. It was required. Yeah, there's no changes. There's no changes overall in the policy itself, guys. It's just that the points have gone up to 180 from the second selection onwards. Right. From January. Okay. So Chandra says from Jan they're increasing points to 180, but now it's going to be 160. I just got 165. Yes, that's great. I that's why I said it's it's important for those who are on the border. So now why don't we have a chat and see if there's anything else we can do for you? Yeah, it'll be great. Okay, Muskan, yes, thank you so much for your feedback. Muskan says thank you and love you and trust you beyond anything. Thank you. I'm so humbled. Seriously, I've been this past week. It's been great for us to reconnect. In fact, I was in Wellington last week on last Friday, and I had on last Friday, Thursday, Friday, I had dinner with a few of my clients, and trust me, it's so assuring. We're so I'd say so humbled and happy that our clients still trust us, believe in us every single day, no matter what the circumstances is. And we promise to stand by our students, our clients. It's very important that we understand. Yeah. So thank you so much, Muskan, for your feedback. Thanks, Chandra. Hope to see you in New Zealand very soon. Right. Any other questions? If you have, it'll be great if I can. Right. Manas, one of my students, is saying he can hear us. Thank you so much. Great. Any other questions, guys, or shall we wrap up? So I'm going to do a next. My next session is going to be next week on Wednesday. We can cover a little more in detail. However, I'm also excited to be doing another dinner catch up with my clients in Auckland next week. So maybe I look, I could go live from there as well. I don't know. Depends on the mood, depends on the atmosphere, because it's always very, very crazy when we meet everyone. But we are so glad to get things back on the road, because it's been so long that we've been waiting for everything to come together. Now the borders are open, the students are coming in, and also uh, the SMC, which is one of the most important pathways for us and our students, is now open. So thank you so much for coming in today. I'm very happy for those who have come in, and this video will remain on all these channels for you to share, for you to like and share with your friends. If you're interested to work with us for your onshore visas, so onshore or visas from offshore, please contact us. You can send us an email to info@ajvglobal.com. If you're contacting us within New Zealand, please send us an email to newzealand@ajvglobal.com. You have our toll-free number. You can call us on that, 0800 696977, or go to our website, ajvglobal.com, to leave your comments, messages, your contact details, feedback, whatever. Also you can post some feedback, some reviews, wherever you find those tabs or those click buttons on review. We'd like to hear back from you. Also, we'd like to hear from you if um, for any questions. Please understand, our first contact is always a no obligation contact. We do not charge a fee for your initial assessments. So please do feel free to contact us. We are, as always, friendly and frank licensed immigration advisors. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you, Immigration New Zealand. Thank you, Immigration Minister, for doing this. It's just amazing. Thank you, and Kaki Te Ano. Bye-bye.